Hi, all. I almost forgot. Guess what today is? No, it's not my anniversary. That one already. I am 59 and a half years old today. That is great news. You know why? Because it's financial freedom in a sense for me, where I get to unlock my money from financial prison. All those pre-tax savings that I have done over the years are sitting in these accounts, 401k, 403b, where there would be a 10% penalty if I were to withdraw before. And I made it. I was disciplined enough to leave it there. And now I'm going to trickle it out in a tax strategy. You don't know when you're heading towards retirement that there are things you should be doing about your money. Yes, to minimize taxes, get your money as close to tax free as possible. Because I'm the point I am in my life, I like to do strategies and teaching education regards to what I'm going through so that you can learn from what I have done or my mistakes, because I do make them, but you learn from them, and hopefully you can prevent it by listening to good advice. I'm going to share my screen really quickly and just talk you through what you should be knowing about your money to build wealth. It's inevitable if you do the things you're supposed to do. These are your six buckets, right? You have to have cash. Cash is king. You must make money. You don't have a job, get a job. You have a job, get a raise. Can't get a raise, get a side hustle. Whatever it is, bring that cash in, manage that debt, stop running up those high interest rate credit cards. If you had to do it, I know emergencies happen. It happened to me too, building a business, etc., but you pay them down as quickly as you can and you turn them into ROI, return on investment. So only spend where you feel like you're going to get more in than what's going out. Emergency fund, the talking heads say 3 to 6 months. I say a year or more. You want to be on a sabbatical. You want to take time off. You want money to keep coming in, even if you're not working. That's the idea. Proper protection. It's not morbid. Insurance is a strategy. Money grows tax free, and even to the proceeds are tax free. So you have to learn how to leverage insurance by taking money out, and in a loan, loans are not taxable, so these are smart ways. Don't know how to do that? You better find out. How can you use your business to take deductions on those premiums when the cash value is growing? It is crazy way of compounding interest quickly. Asset accumulation, you have to put your money where it's going to outpace inflation. You can't do anything about inflation, but you can do a lot about where you put your money and get your rate of return that beats inflation. And stop trying to guess the market. Stop trying to guess investments up and down, and find professional money management. It is important. Pay people for their time, pay people for their expertise, and it will pay off in the long run instead of you paying penalties, fees, interest unnecessarily. And then estate preservation, we want to leave as much to the next generation as possible. Stop starting over year after year after year, right? Or generation after generation. Okay, then here's your formula. Money, cash is king, plus the time value of money. The quicker you do it, the earlier you do it in life, the better it is. The less you have to try to catch up and put a lot of principal into an investment. The interest alone will take care of you. Don't know how to do it? You better find a professional money manager who can help you do it. Plus or minus the rate of return. Yeah, that's life. It's risk up and down, but you're almost always up. At least by the time you get to retirement, you're going to be up. That's just what history has shown. I don't want to say always. It's not good to say always, but so far the trend is up all the time based on where you started, not the next year. So don't get obsessed with year to year. Get used to decade, and you're going to see. Inflation, you can't do anything about. It's going to eat away. But tax, you sure can do a whole lot. The secret is in the tax code, honey. The IRS loves you, but secretly, and they don't want you to know. So better find a professional who knows, understand, and then you will. It's inevitable to build wealth. Where are you putting your money? Tax now. When it's sitting around in the bank, it's not doing anything. And sometimes you put it in these mutual funds, and yes, you're getting dividends and so on. But if you look at your tax return, you're going to be paying interest and dividend taxes on top of the interest and dividend, whether you take it out or not. Are likely to be reinvested when you have a mutual fund account. And so you're going to have to pay taxes on it. But why can't you put your money somewhere where it's growing tax free and not necessarily in the tax later bucket? Because what's going to happen when you retire, which is where I am, right? I'm going to start taking my money out of the pre-tax bucket and move it into the tax advantaged bucket, because that's where I'm going to manage how much tax I pay, because I'm going to trickle it out and then I'm going to put it. And even if it grows to $1 million, they cannot tax me again. You get it? You get it? Get it? Because that is what is really important. I just want to tell you, hey, the HSA, if you're healthy, you should be having an HSA and maxing it out every year. It's money that goes in tax free, grows tax free. And when you use it for qualified medical expenses, which you're likely to have later in life, it's tax free. To understand, it pays Medicare premiums, long term care, but acupuncture, if your doctor says you need it, anything your doctor says you need is covered in that as a medical expense. So there you go. I talked enough, longer than I probably wanted to, but I wanted to share the exciting news. Congratulate me. It is important to know when great things happen in life. Woohoo. Manage your money properly. Thanks.